everybody, this is Quita coming to you from Iamshemeher Life Story. I just wanted to tell everybody thank you for watching Chapter 1, The Motivational Rant. And I pray that it was something said in that video that helped you along your lifestyle journey. Today we are going to finally discuss what it took for me to lose the 48 pounds and what it's taken for me to lose the rest of the weight that I plan to lose. So we're going to get right into it. Today we're going to talk about motivational tips, eating habits. The theme of this chapter is sometimes you just have to lose to win. You know, we look at losing things as something negative or bad. Oh my God, I got to lose this. But today, as of right now, we are ready to lose to win. Stay tuned. Alright, today's vlog is going to be set up in a form of questions. Just some of the questions that I've been asked along my lifestyle journey. I'm going to answer some of the questions that I'm sure that we've all had about how did I lose the weight and how I'm going to continue to lose the weight. If at the end of this video I didn't cover something that you had a question about, please feel free to hit me up on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. I'm on YouTube. Just do what you have to do to get in touch with me because we are in this thing together. And I wish you happy losing, and it is time to make this thing happen. So to get started, I'm going to show you this pamphlet that I put together, and it's just a before and after picture. It also includes some recipes that I found online, and just gives you a scope of what I did to lose the 48 pounds and lose more weight, because of course I'm not going to stop at the 48 pounds. The basics is low carb and nightlight. That's it. I cut my carbs. That's it. And I drink this stuff called nightlight, and we're going to get to that a little bit later. But that's how I lost the 48 pounds and how I'm going to lose the rest of the weight that I need to lose. That's it. I changed my eating habits. I cut my carbs, and here I am today. In this vlog, I'm going to show you the step-by-step of what you need to do, things that you need to eat, things you need to stay away from, things that you can do going out to eat, just action-packed stuff I've done to lose this weight and to lose the rest of the weight that I need to lose. The first question I'm often asked is, well, what did you do? I cut my carbs. I didn't eliminate carbs. There's a difference. I cut my carbs. I cut out things like rice, bread, sugar, potatoes, things of that nature, things that I knew that were bad for my body. I cut those out, and I promise you immediately I started to see a change in how I felt, because those things seem to slow you down, slow your metabolism down, make you feel sluggish. I was a pasta lover. Anything white bread, grits, anything that was bad for me, I wanted it. I loved bread. You would have thought I was Italian, as much pasta as I ate. But I decided that those things would not help me along my lifestyle. The more I ate them, the bigger I got. So I said, okay, well, let me cut those and let's see if we can get some results. Understand when I say I cut my carbs, I minimize my carb intake. This is not a no-carb lifestyle. You have to understand that your body needs carbs. Your body needs carbs to operate. It's your energy source. So you need carbs to operate. This is not a no-carb lifestyle. This is a low-carb lifestyle. And just to give you some examples of what some of the higher carbs or some of the bad carbs for you, pasta, bread, grits, any starch, anything of that nature. We tell people, well, I tell people anything white, try to stay away from, such as sugar, limit your processed meats. When you go in the grocery store, don't be afraid to look on the back of the packages and check your carb intake. I try not to intake anything that has more than 15 carbs. 15 or less is good for me. The less carbs you intake, the better. Let me reiterate, this is not a no-carb lifestyle. You have to have carbs in order for your body to maintain a healthy status. Things that you can have, that's another question that I'm often asked. You can eat meat, you can eat cheese, vegetables, full-fat ranches. You can eat these things. You can eat a steak covered with butter and it's okay. These are things that you can have. You can have your salad drenched with your favorite ranch dressing. You can have these things. On a low-calorie diet, you can only have lettuce. And how fun is that? Lettuce? What are you, a bird? You can only have lettuce, but on this lifestyle journey that I'm on, things that you should avoid dealing with your vegetables. You should avoid carrots. You should avoid things that are starchy, such as corn, your pinto beans. Oh my God, I know. I can't have pinto beans. You cannot have pinto beans. Pinto beans is high. It is a protein, but it's higher in carbs. Another question that I'm asked, do you work out? I have not worked out so far. Now, I do walk for heart to tone up some of the, and to tone. But other than that, what you see before you is not because I've worked out. Hey, kudos to those who work out. I ain't mad at you, but I'm just saying this is just what the questions that I were asked. I did not vigorously work out. When you begin, you cannot start off cheating. You have to go in this thing full force. That's why we discussed in chapter 1 about the mind change. Once you've changed your mind, going full force is just half the battle. All right, time to go to the grocery store. When you're ready to partake on this lifestyle change, get rid of all of that stuff that's going to be tempting to you in your refrigerator. I mean, start over. Empty cabinets, a refrigerator. Well, you don't have to empty it because I know some of us have children and we have to feed our children. Shopping list for beginners. Make sure you get your meats, eggs, cheese, vegetables, seasonings, broccoli. Okay, some more about my eating habits. I try to eat 3 times a day. I'm not saying that is guaranteed because I may not be able to. You know, we've been so programmed to think that we must eat 3 times a day, a big breakfast, a big lunch, and a big dinner. Eat to live. We can no longer think like we used to, meaning you don't have to have a big breakfast, a big lunch, and a big dinner. And I'm not saying by no means starve yourself, because in this lifestyle, you can eat into your, I mean, how many times have we been on a diet and we get up from the table and be like, oh my God, did I just eat? Because I sure don't feel like it. But in this lifestyle, you can have food until you're full. That's the beauty of it. But eat to live. Don't eat because you think, oh my God, I'm getting ready to go to break and I got to eat. If you're not hungry, don't eat. Eat to live. Look at it this way. I think I saw this on the internet somewhere. For breakfast, eat as a king and queen. For lunch, eat as a princess or a prince. And for dinner, eat as a peasant. By the time it's dinner time, your metabolism has began to slow down. And if you keep packing food in you, how are you going to burn it off? So the more you eat in the morning revs your metabolism and your lunch and your dinner. By the time it's time for dinner, your meal should be much smaller. Even though in the low-carb lifestyle, you can eat until you're full, but of course you don't want to overeat. Don't do that. Now, let's do a little bit of review before we move on. We can have meat, cheese, eggs, vegetables. We can have full-fat ranch, full-fat dressings. We can have these things. The things that we cannot have is bread, pasta, rice, potatoes, any starchy food, basically any white food. Also carrots, corn, these things that we should avoid. For drinks, we should stay away from soft drinks. If you want to drink, get Zevia. It's something that does not have aspartame, and sometimes diet drinks have aspartame. You can look that up, but aspartame is not really good for you. As a sugar substitute, you can have Splenda. You can get any sugar substitute that you want to put in your coffee or your tea. You can do those things. Now that we've got that little review out of the way, let's get down to the good stuff. Nightlight. I found out about Nightlight about a year or two ago when I decided to do the Omni Drops. And it's a part of it. But Nightlight is the stuff that I drink at night. Nightlight. And it's sticky, but yeah, it's Nightlight. The good thing about Nightlight, it helps you burn fat while you sleep. Did you hear me? It helps you burn fat while you sleep. How good is that? How easy is that? You drink it, you mix it into 8 ounces of water. You use a teaspoon, mix that up 3 hours after you eat, right before bedtime, because it will wind you down. It does not throw you into some sleep trance, but it will wind you down just so you can rest better, so you can burn carbs. And the good thing about this is it has collagen, so it's going to tighten up some of that loose skin that we all hate. Wherever you are, I'm pretty sure there's an Omnitrition representative. So if you would just look online, maybe find a representative in your area. For those that are in Chester, if you would just let me know, and I'll give you the information for the 2 or the vendors that I've used to get my nightlight. The nightlight that I purchased, it's approximately $55 from the people that I purchased it from. And it lasts a while. I'm only using a tablespoon and putting it in 8 ounces of water at night. And that's it. I cut my carbs and I take my nightlight. That's it. It's no, like I said, it's no magic. It's not some crazy fad diet. This is a lifestyle for me. Now I can tell you I won't take this nightlight forever, because at some point I'm going to have to maintain. But since I've made this lifestyle change, it's going to be easy to maintain. That's it. You know, I think when I tell people that I cut my carbs and I drink this stuff called nightlight at night, I get the question mark face like the deer in headlights. That's it. Yep, that's it. I don't do anything extravagant. I eat. I watch what I eat. That's it. So, now that we found out what I did to lose 48 pounds, it's time to start dropping. It's time. All you have to do, like I said in chapter 1, is you have to start. If you're ready, let's start. Contact me if you want to find out where to get your Omni nightlight from. Contact me for recipes. I have, like I say, this packet. I have a packet full of recipes, web addresses, step by step. I can send you an email where you can, is live links where you can click on the links and motivational tips. I was asked, well, Quita, what do you do to stay motivated? All right, let me tell you what I do. At work, right behind my desk, I have a picture of what I look like before. And whenever I feel faint or weak or I feel discouraged, I look back at that picture and I'll be like, oh, okay, all right, girl, snap yourself into shape. You don't want to go back to looking like that. On my computer screen, I'll try to keep a picture of before and after. If you have to write down things, if you have to do little sticky notes and stick them on the refrigerator, as you see, that's what I do. Put your goals on the refrigerator. Write them down. Tape them up. Do anything. Put them above the sun visor. What I did, one good thing I did was I went online. I know this may sound a little bit crazy, but this is what I did and it worked. I went online and I found someone that I was like, oh my gosh, she looked great. And I printed out a picture of it and I said, I'm going to put this up, and every time I feel like I want to do something I shouldn't do, like eat a piece of cake or eat candy or anything like that, I take a look at this chick and be like, okay, I can't get like that if I keep doing these things. And my motivational picture, my motivation was Serena Williams. Y'all, that is a bad chick. Serena is a bad chick. And when I saw her, I was like, oh my goodness, if I could get to that right there. And that's what I use. Anytime I feel like I want to do something, I take a look at my old picture or my before picture, and I also look at my motivational picture. There is nothing wrong with that. You do whatever you need to do to stay motivated. Like I say, go online, look at some videos like you're doing with this one. Go search. They're out there. These are things I did to stay motivated and are doing to stay motivated, because my lifestyle journey is not over. It's just beginning for me. One last thing. Cheating is okay. Did you hear what I said? How you doing? Cheating is okay. You can cheat, but just don't cheat so early on. Like we talked about in the chapter 1 about the crackhead going to rehab. Fresh out of rehab, you don't need to be going to a crack house. You don't need to be around cake and ice cream and all these things. That's it. Cut your carbs, and before you know it, honey, you'll be losing to win. Thank you for watching.
Listen. I got this.